All right, sir. Okay, young ones. I'll try my best to skew the arrogance because I don't have it. I really don't. But sometimes you have to speak regardless. If I and or someone like me get somehow entangled with you in any way, shape, or form, it's not a coincidence. And I am not here because you're being told the truth and treated justly or fairly or well. Somehow we get tangled up on earth here, as things are, in my lifetime, you know, and the more involved we get, understand, I'm not here because you're being told the truth and treated fairly or treated well, much less loved. You can accept my help or not. No hustling is required. As I try to remind my friend that now, like, I mean, I work a job that people my age don't typically work, almost never. I'm there more than the young ones, the ones in their 20s. I'm more there than the other guy that maybe just the closest guy's probably in his late 30s, early 30s. I'm much more. I mean, I'm just saying, like, is this the way the universe works? Universe, divinity, divine. You just spread, no matter, like you just spread it so thin. Like I can't even give one guy a ride home without picking up an NPC or some souls being with an obvious agenda, and I gotta feel guilty about not wanting because I have something because I need to go speak to someone that my communication's been interfered with for weeks, and I have a scheduled time, and that's very important because I've had nothing in my because my life has been a goddamn pointless nightmare. Regardless of how much more it is than to anyone else's, I can't stop and get 1 second of attention from the universe. I mean, I'm real not. So I'll go around letting people just have their way with me. Going back to the story is, I'm invested in this man. This man. I tell him about my brakes. He still pushes the limits. If we have a wreck, I'm fucked. Still won't drive the car like I ask. He wants to drive doing the delivery. I'm fine. You got better eyes. It's logical. I got one that's it's blind practically. It all makes sense. But the point of what I'm saying is that the way the universe works? Just spread you. I mean, no, like yes. Well, if you live in cities, you can't hand out to every homeless. And I feel bad because like I stopped carrying cash a long time ago. I even paid the extra dime in the vending machine just pockets. I'm working. Summertime heat. I can't have stuff in my pockets. Dollars and coins are gonna fall out, and the kind of clothes I gotta wear. So I just don't keep cash on me. And so like, but if I do, it's like you can't. Depending on how large the city is, you can't necessarily help every homeless person you see. Like, and even if like what are you gonna give everyone a penny? You might see one person, you give them a 20. Then how are you gonna do it? Like I'll get 20 people, and get 200 people and give them pennies. I don't even know the math on that's right. Very simple. I mean, would you understand? I mean, is that the way the universe works? Just to spread this so thin that where there's nothing left of us? I mean, I'm feeling guilty right now not running to his rescue. I told you to tell the man to stop hustling me. To stop hustling me. To stop. Second time I bought something and a quarter of it's gone. This is not drugs. Second time. And I merely said, tell him you don't have to hustle me, and you just ignore me. That's the hustle. That's the hustle. How many times do I have to tell you, and why do I even have to tell you, I'm not the kind you have to hustle? That ought to be obvious. I shouldn't have to tell anyone that. But rest assured, if we somehow get tangled up more than just passing each other, if we start getting involved in each other's lives, I'm not here because you are being treated well and told the truth. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's impossible. The universe wouldn't waste your or my time that way. I have no time to fuck around with that nonsense. If I am in your life, it's because you're not being treated right, and probably not told the truth as well. Not that I'm the all of truth. Not saying that. You're saying something's skewed. Something's bad skewed for someone to take some kind of advantage that you might not necessarily be aware of. I would not be entangled in your life if that wasn't the case. I'm not here. I'm here for the pathetic losers, not the pathetic predators. That's a different kind of pathetic. I'm here for the pathetic losers. Those don't understand what the fuck's going on. And the more they give, the more they give. See, the thing is, there's like, this wasn't me. I gave up there at the end. Like, how many years you got to, and how much you got to put into a system and get no return? That's simple logic. I ain't about whether promises or scriptures or anything else. How much can you put into a system, put into people, and get no return ever? And only increasing, mulking, brain fucking, parasite mind invasion, however they get inside your mind. I don't know. Through the technology, I don't know how they're doing this. And then the ones that call themselves a living, they're in there as well, and you don't mind because it's like, that seems appropriate. But they cannot make that connection to you real time. It's not one person. This has been going on a long time. This is not one person. I'm not, might be triggered by certain interactions lately, but it's not one person. I'm making a point. This shit ain't adding up. But just people like me, if you're not going to take advantage of what they have to offer you, please dismiss them quickly so they can move on to the next. Because some are going to value that assistance. And last note on this, we're not here to tell each other how to feel. I don't have to be told that. That's obvious. But through experience, the one that, the toxic masculine tried to control me the most, that was his obsession. Even before I would say his control got off the charts, or his attempted control got off the charts. Always obsessed with telling me how I should feel. That's a reptilian-minded concern, or just hive mind control. Just control itself. You don't tell someone how they should feel ever. How can you do that? Are you them? Why would you even tell how you feel is how you feel. Why would anyone ever try to consider telling someone else how they should feel? That's not behavior. How you feel is how you feel.